You know, the last time I saw you, we did over 100 million views online.
You're a rock star.
I
What
appreciate
you
you.
have going and what you're creating for young entrepreneurs is so special. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it. You've got magic, and everyone should pay attention.
But like I said, our last video did over 100 million views.
I can't believe we did over 100 million views. And you know what? It's all real. You are 100% unscripted and real. If anyone says anything else, they don't understand. It's no different when I did Undercover Boss. Everyone's like, that's fake. No, that's real. That is totally unscripted. And that's the way the world should be.
The people saw you started negative $20 million in the hospitality business.
Yeah.
Flipped it around, sold a company for how much to Hilton?
3.3 equity value, EV, yeah. It was a great role. I fixed the most broken of business.
The first hotel that you had built was in 1990. It was the Twin Towers in Las Vegas, or what was it?
Polo Towers.
The Polo Towers. Were there some challenges back then during the 90s that you had to deal with?
I'd never built a hotel. I built shopping centers. And I built one shopping center, fortunately, that had every problem imaginable. My contractors went broke. I paid for lumber twice. I didn't understand lien releases. All my tenants went broke. The economy was falling apart. And I had to build this thing myself. And then I found out I had to build a retaining wall, which is wickedly expensive, that was not on the plans. So I had to build this thing myself. I had to learn how to really build, read plans and build. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to blow my brains out. And I weathered through it. I ended up losing the shopping center. I didn't go broke, but I lost it because everyone lost everything at that time. But I survived. But I was able to design and build a hotel. And I did it when I was 29 years old. And Polo Towers was the largest hotel timeshare complex ever built at one time in the world. And we did it in Las Vegas, and I did it with my father because I worked for my father at that time. It was on time, on budget, and we got it done. And it was just a wild success, but it was very, very difficult. Nobody had ever done that.
When I interviewed you, you said that you never negotiated with your banks. Can you kind of talk to me about what was your thought process or conversation? How did you conversate with the banks? How did you get them onto your side?
Oh, I got so many no's. I mean, I literally walked up and down Park Avenue, hundreds of financial institutions and banks, and I know, wrong business, wrong time. Not just in New York, but Boston, Chicago, Miami, DC, Los Angeles. I turned over every rock, and we finally got it together. We did not give up. And I learned that everyone should do well together. And it's just been my philosophy that I never want to get the edge on somebody. I want everyone to do well. All my partners will say that's the best return on an investment they've ever had. My banks have said, this guy's good for the money because he's got capacity, character, and had the credit. The 3 C's of banking. And he didn't negotiate with us. He paid us back. Matter of fact, he paid us back early. Some banks said I paid him back too early because they needed the money out longer to make a better return. So as long as everyone's always made money, that's been my philosophy. And I would encourage each and every young entrepreneur to be thankful to their investors, be transparent, be accountable, tell them the good, the bad, the ugly, which I've had to do. You will always do.
All right, so we're at our next location. We've got a beautiful office here, but one of the first things that stood out to me when I came in and greeted you was this. Tell me about this right here.
Iron Man. So I've got 2 nicknames, Iron Man and Wolverine. I got the nickname Iron Man because unfortunately I was walking in a crosswalk going to dinner and I was hit by a car at 40 miles per hour. I looked out of the corner of my eye, saw it coming. I jumped and hit the hood with full-on faceplant, dented the living crap out of that car, flipped like a stuntman, which I have no idea how I did it, and landed like this on my feet and forearms. And the people at the Starbucks were going like, is he dead? And I'm on the ground like this. I'm like, I'm good. As I'm gushing blood out of my face. I got a free ride to the hospital. Got 40 stitches in my face. And I got the nickname Iron Man. And the reason I got Wolverine because I heal quick.
Since we're in the presence of Iron Man right here, I wanted to ask you. I interviewed a really successful internet marketer one time, and he said, you want to know who has the best personal brands? It's actually superheroes. It's people that fundamentally stand for and against something. And for the people that are watching right now, they may not know, but you invented with the government Brand USA. And you're all about branding. Talk to me about what it takes to build a brand that has longevity and is in the game for years.
Integrity, discipline, and using your experience. It takes decades and decades to build a brand. It takes minutes to kill a brand. It's all about integrity. If you lie to me, you bust my trust. Don't bust my trust. You're done. It is the most important concept in my ethos. If I find somebody that is not a person of integrity, they're dead to me. They lie to me, you're done. I'm always honest. I'm not perfect. None of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. We grow. We pivot. We get better. No one gets to 100%, but our brand is sacrosanct. We don't tarnish the brand, okay? Never, ever, ever.
When I interviewed you last time as well, you mentioned that in a negotiation, the first person that talks loses. Do you have a scenario where you and the other person kind of like silent for a bit? Because you said that you have to put the pen across the table and not say a word.
Yeah, I once waited a week. I wanted to make that phone call to see if they were going to do the deal. And I just like get ready to pick up the phone. I'm like, don't do it. And I was going to pick up that phone and do it again. I got really anxious. I'm like, I want an answer now. And I just waited. And then I got the call. I just had a big old grin on my face. I'm so happy I did not pick up that phone and call. You have to have the patience. And as tough as it is, suck it up. Once you're done with the sale, first person who talks loses.
Don't talk past the sale is what you're saying.
Never go past the close.
Have you seen some deals blow up after that?
Yeah, because people are fucking idiots. Whoever talks first loses. I mean, when you ask for the deal, shut your mouth. Just wait it out. Respect is very important. Remember, I talked to you respect. We all have a responsibility to one another, and we got to show results. It all goes to brand. Who are you as a brand? Who do you want to become? You create your own brand. Your choices. Do you want to be a leader, or do you want to be a part of the ensemble? Who are you? I'm a leader. I make tough decisions. I'm not here to please everyone, but if I please the super majority and give my customers a little more than they bargained for, I've done the job.
What was one of the toughest decisions that you had to make?
If somebody lied to a customer, you have to be able to hold the line in your brand. And I had to fire my number one salesperson in the world. My number one salesperson in the world. Because they created a cancer within the organization. And everyone says, no, you can't fire that person. Don't remove that person. When I removed that person from the organization, we grew by 20%. Tough decision. Everyone said, don't do it. I did it. That's what leaders do.